Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 3 with me, Sid, and that sandwich was lovely. So yeah, we are out and about again. Oh, bushes. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. We've come out back into Firelight Land because I need more firelight to get more firelight bricks, but I also want to go... oh, that does not look very safe, does it? Oh, crap. Right, let's be cautious here. Because I'm a long way from home. Maybe I should wait till before I start. I'll come over here and excavate a load of this actually, but I'm just wondering what these bushes are. If they are anything good, well, actually, you know what? The bushes, I'm going to have them. Yeah, later in the season. So, oh, the raspberry bushes. Okay, I didn't know raspberry bushes stacked. That's useful to know. And that, well, you know, not stacked, but stacked. So, the mistake we made last time, or, well, the mistake for a given value of the word mistake, was we didn't bring any means of storing bulk sand and bulk dirt. Corrected that problem this time. Let me get in here and now if my shovel breaks, I'll make a stone one. It's not a problem. I've just come out here. I want to get a whole metric crap ton of firelight, and let me just pop you in there temporarily and seal that. And we're going to go back over this way and get a bed down and sleep. That way, if I do have an accident, at least I'm not stranded a million miles away from my horse and my equipment. And it takes, on horseback, it takes about 2 days, just under 2 days to get to this point. So it's not really bad. It's not a huge issue getting out all the way out here. Horses up here, so we shall place this here as well. There we go, and sleep. I didn't eat. Hopefully I'm good. Yeah, but it was a mistake on my part. I didn't bring out enough materials with me, and consequently I've had to come back. I did notice there was a carrot over there, so if I get really hungry, oh, and this of course is firelight dirt as well, so we can also dig this stuff if we wish. The sand, I find, just digs faster, and so why wouldn't I dig the sand? So let me grab an absolute metric crap ton of this. I'll probably, once I've done that, have a little scout just around this area that we've uncovered. Yeah, see if there's anything else worthwhile. I'm not seeing anything screaming at me on the horizon, but you know what it's like. Yeah, well, if you're me, I am always paranoid as hell that I'm going to miss something good. So what we probably need to do, let me just grab you a little bit, grab you, and we'll place our barrel here, and then we can just keep stocking this. This is that's that one. That one I need to fix. Just could do with some sand for it. Or you know what? Actually, no. I've got a better idea. Let's not bother with dirt. Let's all go with sand. And then we don't have to worry about the stacking of dirt and things, do we? We just keep filling these square clay vessels up. Bang, lovely. Anyway, I shall be back in a little while. All right, I've got absolute bucket load, but I just spotted this over here in the firelight, this ore, and I have got no idea. It's porcelain, all right, not worth it. You would not have spotted that without looking. I mean, it was really difficult to see. So the other thing we're going to need is a lower clay. So we need to address that particular issue. I'm just sleeping the night off, and then we're going to take the horse, take a little bit of a route around. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Snowberry bush, eh? we'll have you as well while we're at it. I think you've just got a little bit of sand in here. You have. So, and I picked those carrots up just because waste not, want not, obviously. So I'm going to have a little bit of a scout around. You can go there. You can go there. You can go in my belly. Well, not quite, but there you go. We need to grab my bed, and we need to grab my horse. Just a little scout around while we're up here. It's, you know, it is a long trip out, so it would seem kind of silly not to investigate a little bit more of the area up here now we've come up here with additional food. I'm not going to do a lot of this because to be honest, there's not a huge amount we need other than chert. We still need the chert. If we ever get the chert, then I would be incredibly happy and also very likely to scream in the event that chert were found now. What is that over there? So clay would be good as well, but I don't think this latitude or this area doesn't look like it's clay country at all. You are peas, I would suggest. Yeah, I don't know what that. Actually, what is that? Oh, come here. All right. Soybeans. Okay, we've got soybeans. We don't need to worry about soybeans. Yeah, there's not a huge amount now for me to search for. I mean, we've got the ores. We know we've got quite a few good ore deposits on the maps, and oh Christ, I need to be really careful. This area is not overly friendly. I can see more holes over there. Yeah, so we come across to, whoa, that's what I don't like, those little lag spikes where I'm sat there on a horse. So we appear to have a landmass that goes down here. I'm very tempted to just have a little look around while I've got the food reserves to hand. Yeah, difficult decision. Oh, there's something else going on over there. That might be wetter biome down there. Difficult to tell. So yeah, just really having a little look around. Incidentally, I don't know. I'm not one of these people that. I'm not one of these people that gets offended very easily, and I certainly don't. I'm not a cause warrior for the most part. I don't get offended on behalf of other people who are possibly actually not even offended by the thing what has offended me. But today I spotted something which, at first glance, seems fairly innocuous and innocent, and you kind of go, yeah, all right, what's the problem with that? And then I thought, actually, no, that actually wasn't a very nice thing, and it was a YouTube advert. Well, it was an advert on YouTube, not a advert for YouTube, an advert on YouTube. And this particular advert was a Snickers advert. Now, unless you've lived under a rock or the particular part of the world you come from doesn't have Snickers, or as we used to call them back, I mean, it was bad enough that they changed the name of them on them, because we used to call those marathons back when I was a lad. What the hell? That is a ravine and a half, isn't it? It is. And you're still going in my way. Come on. I really don't like these ravines. Anyway, back when I was young, we used to call them marathons, but it's same thing. And for some reason well, not for some reason, it was because apparently people from other countries coming to the UK were confused by this chocolate bar because the name changed. So I think Snickers was the name everywhere else in the world, and Marathon was the name in the UK. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me, and don't write any dissertations or anything on that, and use me and cite me in your paper kind of thing. But just imagining that PhD dissertation right now. But if you've seen it, you'd have to not seen the one. And I think the one that I always remember that makes that sticks out most to me is the one with Joan Collins in the men's changing rooms, and being like all hissy, and then one of the guys says, "Have a Snickers, boy, Paul," or whatever it is. "Have a Snickers because you turn into a right diva when you're hungry," or something along those lines. That kind of ad. Yeah, I can't remember the exact name, but what are you? It doesn't look like a growth I've seen before. I'm sorry, I'm just getting confused here. That is squash. All right, we've got those as well. Thank you. That will be all. And that kind of plays on the old diva, the old spoilt brats, diva imagery that. I think anybody who says you say the word diva to them, and they have a very good idea of what you're talking about. So, anyway, where am I going with this? Well, this particular advert is a new one, and it's a bunch of guys, lads, in their probably mid-20s, playing on the computer game in the living room, and they're all sat down, and at first glance it looks like they're playing with the mum. Because there's this elderly-ish, not actually that you're that old, probably 60s maybe, playing with them and getting confused, and they're going, "Oh yeah, I think it's a football game because it's all about scoring and stuff." Yeah, kind of game I really don't play. But then it cuts to it, and it's like, "Oi, John," or whatever it is, "have a Snickers because you get confused when you're hungry." And I thought oh, that is playing on a sensitive topic for a lot of people. I mean, yes, we know that age often brings a certain degree of confusion. That's a given, and I don't think anybody's arguing with that. But really, to put it in an advert like that, I've personally thought that was a little bit sickening. Just me. Not a biggie. As I say, I'm not a cause warrior. I'm not going to, start mounting massive great campaigns about this on Twitter or whatever. That's just not me. But whoa. But I didn't like it. It seemed to be, well, whereas a diva is a thing you can take to a degree to take the pee out of, because it's not a condition, it's not something, it's not an illness, it's not an ailment, or in any way, and actually a very sad, let's be honest, a very sad and real illness for a lot of people. But yeah, I didn't like it. That's me. Anyway, rant over. Well, it's not even a rant because obviously I'm not a cause warrior. But yeah, I think you do see sometimes. I think sometimes these advertising companies can take it just that little bit too far. Anyway, I am going to head back, I think, because I don't think there's much left around here. I have to wait for the world. This is a bit of a pain. What are you? I'm going to have to get off. I always worry just in case that it's maize seeds. We've got maize, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Come on, let's go. Hoss with no name. Yeah, I'm going to come back because this is horrible and I don't like it at all. So be back in with you in a bit. Well, just grabbing clay on the way back. This is the second clay reserve I've hit, and my shovel finally broke. So I'm grabbing as much of this as I can while I'm here, because it's one of those things that I always seem to run out of at the least appropriate moment, shall we say. So yeah, grab it, and using stone shovel. I don't think I've got a huge amount more space actually, but yeah, it'll do. This will get us back, and once we're back we should have enough to make pretty much all the clay bricks that we'll ever want. Oh, forever. Where's my rocks? There we go. And shovel number 2. Bang, in you go. Oops. So yeah, in terms of stuff, yeah, we've got a hell of a lot of materials, which will be really handy, and should be able to get on with the Vintners and the winemaking facility when we get back, which will be nice. I am going to need to make some more tools. I'm in two minds about whether to go whole hog and make a red steel shovel and an axe, or whether to whole fire. I really am in two minds. I mean, a black steel is painful enough. Don't need you. Without adding the pain of red steel onto it, and if it doesn't last very long, then that's even more of an issue, because clearly we want something that is going to last us a goodly while. Right, let me just get back, and I will see you back at the base. Alright, we're back. While we're here, I'm just going to check these, because these are looking very close to being ripe. They are. Excellent. Okay, well, we can grab that while we're at it then. Oh, actually we can't, can we? Hang on, let me grab these. Grab those. Plant. Break and plant. Oh, and plant. How am I going to do this? Let me do that and then stack. Throw that again and then stack. Now this stuff I think we have to soak in water. I can't remember. What do we use? What do we do with this? Yeah, we soak it in water to get sugar, and then we can use sugar to make rum, and then the bar will get another drinky poos of its choice. So yeah, we're back anyway, and we got a lot. What do we got? We got a lot. Let us eat this sandwich, because the sun is going down. That sandwich is pretty much rank. I do need to get another thing of cheese going, and I'm going to guess that the food that is over here, if those sandwiches have gone, oh no, we can make something out of that. Oh, actually we can make a couple of things out of that. That's excellent. We might manage to make a few before those decay completely out beyond use. Right. Sleep the night away. I don't know. No. It wasn't sleep the night away, was it? It's all right. When I said sleep the night away, for some reason it made me think of an old TV program, kids TV, Fraggle Rock. But it was, I think, if I remember rightly, that was. I need to go and grab. I need to go and put this away before that decays and try and get all of this done. That was Dance Your Cares Away, I think it was, wasn't it? Doom. Yeah, you probably think I'm going absolutely mad. Some of you remember it. Most of you won't, because, yeah, reasons. Right, so clay, 1, 2, 3, and then if we take this off our back and go and get that, well, oops, unseal, clay, and a little bit of clay. Up. So you can go back in. Pop that back in. Pop that back in, and then we again whack a whole load of. Oh wow! We've actually got a full rack. that sounded wrong. Yeah, but so all in all, quite a good haul. Have a little bit of clay there. There you go. You can be sealed and go back on my back. So I think the next thing is we need to get some food together, get some new replacement tools sorted. I'm not even going to worry about how I've got so much fruit at the moment, it's a joke. And we'll get some tools together, and I will be back with you again in a little while. Alright, just for speed, just to get myself up and running quickly, I'm going to go just with a black bronze shovel just to tide it over, rather than faffing around. No. No. Oh, okay. Somehow that worked. It's not got a huge amount of durability, but it does at least get plus 41% for my smithing level, which gives us and it's purple, of course, which is always a bonus. Now in here we have got a whole load of stuff going on. We've got a whole load of raspberry bushes, so let me get that in there. That one's got a sand in it. If I pop the U back in there, that aligns everything up, and that gives me more bushes, which means that that is all sand. We've got a fair bit of sand going on. I've set the sugar going as sugar. Oh, and I brought that bucket with me. I didn't mean to do that, but there was a reason why I have that bucket on me, and that is because I ran out of vinegar down in the dairy. So we've got a full one. Yes, let me take that off my back. Grab you, and we're going to take this vinegar down to the dairy. And yeah, I don't think we're going to get a huge amount done this episode because I'm 20 minutes in already, and I'm just in odd job mode. So probably I'm thinking I might try just a few. There's a few little odd jobs around the place, like, you know, we're going to have to do a major forging session at some point. That is of course a, you know, forging. There we go. Unseal. Gimme. In. Oh, crap. Oh well. I thought that was full, but there you go. Just goes to show you never can tell, can you? Let me just stick that there for now. We don't really desperately need it on us. And we'll stick that up there. Excellent. So, first things first. One thing I wanted to try is, put that on my back. I wanted to see about this lighting in the under those things. Remember we said whether we could place whether TerraFirmaCraft blocks were transparent to light? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that is try it. So let us grab some jack-o'-lanterns, and we'll head over to the vineyard and see how that's going. These, I also need to make sure that there's no weed growth around the base of these trees, because I did notice a few starting to crop up like there. That doesn't actually matter, but we'll have red. Any more weeds? Yeah, there's one. Get out. And that one's all right. So yeah, this orchard's actually going to grow fairly quick, which will be nice. We also need to get a bridge in here, a very simple bridge, but it will be a bridge nonetheless. But first things first, let's try this. Well, first things, let's just go in here so we can see. Currently this is not a lit area. And I know the old thing, you know, it is not actually important to be lit, but F7, we are, yes, the transparent, excellent, 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 excellent. That's jolly good news. Jolly good news indeed. But it means then we can, let me get you out there. So it means we can use the TerraFirmaCraft stuff to actually provide us with hidden lighting in, because a lot of the trickery in Minecraft when you're not is not lighting, it's actually putting down hidden lighting, because you don't want to have these ugly torches everywhere or ugly whatever. Now you see that the other thing we can do then with that, armed with that knowledge, so there's TerraFirmaCraft options for hiding lighting, but there are other tricks we can use. I mean, there's a lot of vanilla tricks, such as the old what's it called, carpet trick over glowstone. Obviously we don't have glowstone, but we do have jack-o'-lanterns. So there's a lot of tricks available to us, but because we're in modded, there are still more tricks available on top of that, such as, let's go and try one of these tricks out. The problem is we don't have any kind of form of silt touch, so we can't silt touch grass blocks up. That's the first issue we have. I need to be, I think, probably in the carpenter's area. We can grab some of you, and let's say, for example, I wanted to hide that. If I chop you out, an F7, that's actually not too bad on that one. So we can probably get away without having that. Mind you, it's also underneath a solid block, isn't it? I've got any dirt hiding up here. I haven't. Oh, God damn it. This one here, what are you? You are a slab. If I were to go, let me just go and grab, I'm just going to see if we can get, oh, no, we can't do anything about that. We can stick a torch there, that's about it. All of this down here, we're kind of a little bit limited in what we can do, but there might be a trick. Let me go and, oops. Let's take this one out and then go down there, pop that in, and we are going to go and stick that down there. So immediately we have lighting. If we place a carpenter's block on top of that with that in there, hidden lights. So that works. Similarly, again, we can pop you down, we can pop that down, and we can pop that down. So this stuff here is pretty easy to hide illumination under. Here we'll be able to do it. I'll do more of this off camera, but if I were to go down here and do the same old trick, we've lit this without any visible lighting. As I say, the only problem is these guys, we can't silt touch, so we are somewhat restricted in that department as to what we can get away with. Oh God. Oh yes, of course. You know what? I'm an idiot. But that's all it. I don't know what else we've got. Let's have a look around, see what we got. Areas that need lighting. I would say that this would be a nice area again to light up. And whilst we've got jack-o'-lanterns, no, that's not what we're doing, is it? That's what we're doing. Whilst we've got all this stuff, we might as well take advantage of this. Bang. So this is, yeah, I mean, this one here we can do very easily. These ones might be a little bit more tricksy because, of course, they haven't got a solid block underneath them. But for the most part, I mean, we've got that. This is done. We need to, I think we probably need to get some more of these about the place. That's probably a good move there. Right, so that's that. How are you guys doing? Business good? I really do need to try and figure out the scripting on these guys, because that's a biggie. To get them to do more than just kind of try and wander around in there, and I'm pretty certain that they cannot operate TerraFirmaCraft doors. That's the only reason I can think of that they may act the way they do. Now, what was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh, I know. I wanted to see how my sugar was going. But yeah, bits and bobs here, I'm afraid. I will get a lot of preparation. There we go. Unseal. So we've got 2.3 ounces of sugar. We need... How much sugar do we need to put in to make... you know what, I'm just going to seal that. That is, I don't think... No, it's not enough. God damn it. Alright, well, rum is not happening. Anything else? No, I think on that note we're going to call it an episode. It's been a little bit bitty-bobby. We have managed to achieve a lot of the things we wanted to get in. I've still got to do a dryer's shack. We have managed to get a lot of resource now, and that is really handy. I'm going to need to go and clear a lot of this grass with the scythe, just to get the straw together to make the bricks. But next episode I want to really try and hammer through that Vintners. So yeah, I think we're all right tool wise for a while, but until then, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.